Well, it's a brand new day again. Every brand new breath you breathe is a brand new experience. And most of you are still stuck in what you were thinking about before the last breath. And that's what keeps momentum or forward creating happening. Welcome to Terrific Protocols for Whole Health. I am Tracy A. Martin, a hypnotherapist practitioner, life guide intuitive, and whole life practitioner. And where we're going to play today is in the mental plane, the emotional plane, spiritually, and through into the physical. Did you know that the reason that all four of your embodiments is so important is because you have this belief system that you are the skin that you are in. And this is one of the places I would love for you to contemplate this week and further, because the me, the avatar, Tracy, that I'm playing in, the myself that is listening to everything you are thinking about, all the feelings you are feeling, and the I, which is the I am consciousness. You have never been alone on, and you're co-creating together, the three of you, which is the me, myself, and the I of the I am. And so let's break it down so that you can understand it even more. The consciousness, the conscious field that you play in is the me. And you believe you are your own individual and that everyone else is separate from you. The self is the subconscious. This is what's recording every minute, moment, lifetime. And the I is the superconsciousness in which you are having the experience for all to have. And so this helps bring it together into more of a momentum state for you to understand me, myself, and I, or the conscious, subconscious, superconscious. This is where your play field is. And most of you have been creating by default, which is a default mode from the time you're in the womb until you're about 6, 7 years old. You're in a hypnotic state the whole time, and you're taking on all your ideas or programs of what is normal to you. And there is no right or wrong in the subconscious plane. It is literal. All it knows is what is repeated. That is why when I have you, many of you who have come and sat in my chair, and especially I commend many of you who have done the 8-week online, because you know that it gets into the goods and the grit of where it all started from and all of your ideas of norms or what you are bringing to of your idea of love is, because it doesn't know what is right or what is wrong. It only knows what you repeat. Source works that way because it doesn't have an agenda. It is only cause and effect, or the boomerang effect. And so this is heavy for some of you this week to sit in. For many of you, you're like, yes, 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 this rings home and true to me. It's making more sense as you realize you have never been alone. You are allowed to be whatever you want to be. You are an actor, an actress here. This truly is a stage. That's what you're here for, is the experience. And that's why this is so miraculous, because life is miraculous. And many of you have been hoodwinked to continually look outside of yourself for answers instead of they've always been inside. Love simply is. The moment that someone speaks to you in a way that you cannot understand, that's because they are caught up in pretending to be intellectual. Intellectual love or higher mind love, understanding is simple and simplified. Just like everything around you, if it becomes so confusing, you know that there's manipulation tactic happening. because lies cannot be true. Truth simply is, and it's easy to explain truth compared to lies that are trying to manipulate you inside out, upside down, like you're seeing this whole plane of existence right now. It literally is so dark, so inside out, upside down, and backwards, because that is what they have been doing to hijack you, to keep you asleep, because the whole agenda has been to keep you from remembering who you really are, which is love, which is source in existence. Many of you, it doesn't matter what faith base that you are, you know creation is miraculous, or you have not sat long enough to understand the flight of a bee. Did you know a bee doesn't flutter its wings to fly? A bee levitates. Did you know that most of all of your story is a lie and was created to have an agenda to keep you asleep and do what they wanted you to? Terrific Protocols for Whole Health is going to take you into steps of the mental, emotional, spiritual, and the physical. And this is one of the things that we are speaking about this week, so that you can start remembering that you at any given moment can begin again. Whenever you're caught up in your thoughts and they're continually in what you do not want, did you know that within 17 seconds, that becomes your creative place and it will come into play? And not even necessarily today, but the way the consciousness is shifting and changing right now, we are manifesting much quicker now because of the powerhouse that you are. And whatever thought you are thinking and whatever matching emotion comes with that thought is what you will throw out to boomerang back to you. That is the key. You are the key. Not everyone has a soul. That is why they rely on you, because of the sentience of what you are. Did you know that you can connect even deeper the more silent and the more in silence that you are? Who's the one thinking those thoughts? Who's the one listening? Did you know you were never alone? Did you know that on of what we would call the other side of the veil, or in the dimensions you cannot see, or the heavens or the realms, your team said to you, you may not see me, you may not hear me, but you will always feel me. Why is an emotion so important? Because not everyone has sentience. Do you realize why you're so important? You are a miracle, and I call it the miracle code, because without you, our outside consciousness doesn't get created. You are here on purpose, and it's simpler than you think. Many of you have been taught that you need to find your purpose, and that will keep you outside of yourself your whole entirety. Did you know if all you ever do in your life is live a simple existence and water a beautiful plant or take care of a tree, did you know you already have it? You see, there's a simple math, and it's being 49% love of self and 51% love of others. And that's the positive agenda. And on the negative agenda, it's the knowing that you are love of self, power over others. And this is where that paradox has come in of what you have been experiencing as duality. When you love yourself wholly, you realize the wholeness and the love that you are, which is infinite and not alone. It's whole. It's a part of all that is. Therefore, how can you not love everyone else? How can you not want to fill your cup and then emanate it out towards everyone else? Did you know there's not one thing you need to be doing? You know who I'm talking about, the people who walk in a room and you feel the peace, the grace, the ease, the happiness, the confidence. They're exuding it because they feel it and are it inside first, and it always radiates outside. Many of you are empaths. So I want you to do research and look up what is clairsentience and what is an empath. Many of you are empathic and you feel others before you even go into a room. Why? Because your thymus gland, as we start to get into all the glands and the matching chakras or seals or openings or portals within your embodiment of why we lived for hundreds of years before, because of activating our glandular pathways instead of going to sleep and living through our organs. The spiritual has everything to do with what becomes physical, because of this is why we call it the Great Awakening. This isn't just physical Great Awakening of remembering what you need to be whole on a physical plane, but this is the Great Awakening on the mental plane and what you're feeding yourself through your thoughts. This is the Great Awakening of the emotional plane of that intelligence of feeling the feeling and listening to what it's saying to you. And the spiritual plane to remember you've never ever been disconnected. You just believe you are. How many of you now are going to kind of feel the feeling when I say this to you? How many say, oh, I need to get outside and connect with nature? What are you inside? Is this not part of nature? Is this not part of the embodiment of beautiful Sophia, this beautiful blue orb? Do you realize the disconnect people are trying to say to you continually? All the things that you have to do. Anything you have to do outside of you is a ritual. Plain and simple, let's get to the root. So what is it you believe you need to do? This is what I also want to sit you in this week as you start to realize what it is that is keeping you from the power that you already are. I hope this is a great message. Take what you need, leave the rest behind. There's always more. But in order to live as the wholeness that you already are, it's in the remembering that in the mental plane, that is where you were hijacked into believing you were broken or needed to be fixed in any way. So I'm going to leave you with this. Many of you who listen to your mentors or gurus or whatever books you read, whatever you decide to do, they have you continually telling you that you have to let go. What are you letting go of? What do you believe you own? Again, when I do this, I'm not letting anything go. I am simply allowing. And in this house, I have many presents, many gifts, and I welcome them. And when I'm finished with them, as the caretaker that I am, then I give them and gift them to somebody else who's ready to have that experience. I'm never, ever giving anything up. I can't own an emotion. I can't own a thought. I can't even own the words I speak because they were never mine. So I hope you have the most interesting week, remembering that you are magic and miracles existing. And I want you to live instead of exist. This is Tracy A. Martin from Terrific Protocols for Whole Health, signing off till next week. Thank you so very much.